Hello, welcome back to the Mindtrek.net game server. Currently outside the Defiant, a Madsquirrel project. Um, yeah, lots been going on this old gal. A lot of work's been accomplished on her. We've got our own little component boneyard going down here, including our new rotary phasers and photon torpedo launchers, rotary photon torpedo launchers, and percussion phaser cannons, whatever you want to call them. Lots of cool little things down here. Still building some of the stuff out, designing it as we go, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I got a huge list of components for the Voyager I got to make now. Anywho, we had a big build out on this a couple of days ago, and I panicked. Mad Squirrel and I believe Da Bomb was involved in it as well. We spent a good 8 hours on her, tweaking her out and doing things. We have our little airlock gantry system in, and of course it's still not fully operational yet. It's still some minor stuff to go on. We added a bunch of other cool stuff, set up some of the walls, got some of these tanks and stuff in back here. These are really cool. These are Mad Squirrel designed tanks. Still got little areas that need attention, but we're getting to them. I'm going to slow myself down here so I don't overfly. Little warp or little escape pod there. Another room right here. Some more of these big tanks and stuff. Most of the work was concentrated around the nacelle area, and a lot of little detail stuff here and there. Oh, this will probably all be shortened up a little bit with roofing and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. Little cargo room here with a little cargo lifty thingy-majiggy that takes it to cargo above or below. No dead space on the ship like this. Everything's used. Come through here. A lot of work was done on the hangar area, setting up this hangar area and the area below it for the Jaffe and the small little work shuttles. I don't see any direct way to get down there, so I'm kind of looking for it as we go here. I could just fly off the side of the ship and we'll do it that way. Anywho, there's the little roundabout, and in here, oh well, there's a lift right here. Got a shuttle down here, and got a couple of work bees. Of course, we have the working well, I guess that won't work. Oh, how about that? Anywho, well, definitely that was the compass. The vein of my existence right there. And we're into the large death probe cargo bay. I was going to show you how the airlock worked, but well, it is. And this is a neat little cargo transporter. I believe Panic made that. I'm not sure. Ooh, let's get the ambiance going here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so right below us is the switch. Anyways, it works the really nice system for that door. I was really happy how that turned out. Little piston door system there. It's flush with the hull. Came out really, really nice. Here's the torpedo bay, and it is so full of torpedoes. Too many torpedoes. I fear what would happen if a ship was actually so stacked with torpedoes like this and it took a direct hit. And of course this ship is heavily armored, but still, if it took a direct hit, whoa, all this antimatter, be like a little nova going off. Anyways, this is a double feeder system, hence quad loader. Means the ship can fire torpedoes extremely fast. That's what this system's designed to do. It's designed to keep the torpedo loader going. It has an intercooling system with this stuff here is all for cooling the torpedo loader. It has its own power couplings which feed into these lines, which go off in many different directions. So the ship has power. It has redundant power. We can get down here. Yeah, we can. Awesome. It also has more torpedo storage below, as well as torpedo manufacturing. If they ever had to make torpedoes, they could. I think that's what's going to be down there. I'm not really certain yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like something like torpedo manufacturing. Whole bunch of more torpedo storage along this here into the aft torpedo magazine. Different types of torpedoes, as you can see here. Lots and lots of different types of torpedoes, all on rail systems. This is the feeder for the aft launcher. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have our good thing here selected. Hopefully we won't accidentally hit it again. We'll work our way back to the after torpedo launcher in a second. I'm not really sure. I'd look at the deck plan and see what this is. But anyways, we have this catwalk system out here, and it's interlocking to other catwalks and everything else. This, of course, the power feed to the warp nacelles. These things were a bitch. I kid you not. This burned out 5 people. These coils. This entire system. Everyone worked on it at one point or another. Everyone. We finally came up with a workable system. Bomb, Pan, Mad, M. Heller, and myself are all involved in this nasty coil system here. I tell you, it was a bear to do, but we got it done. And tweaked and readjusted, moved. Ugh, this was without a doubt one of the worst headaches I think that we've had in a very long time on a build. This thing was just categorically a monster for us all. I've never before seen so many people say, "Screw it, I'm going home. Y'all can work on it." It was hands off for a while because everybody was just so utterly frustrated with it. But it's finally in. It took a lot of work, a lot of innovation, a lot of patience, and but here it is. It's in. It's in. We're happy. We're moving on. We're moving on now, and this way, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, more catwalks. We have our little gravity thruster. My contribution to the build. Yeah, I put in landing gear. Yes, I did. I have a mock-up outside the ship if anybody's curious. But yeah, I added landing gear to the ship. I also added all this catwalk stuff through here and some other little stuff. I also moved the power phaser, I don't know what it's called, system that M. Heller designed up there. I used all of his components but just laid them out slightly different down here so that the system is works down here just like it does upstairs. It's kind of complicated to see because there's a lot of little catwalks and stuff you have to walk around and stuff to get to see everything. But yeah, it's in here. It's horseshoed in here, which I really love, horseshoeing this stuff in here. As long as it makes sense and it has purpose, it's just not there to take up space. I love it. But I also like to have areas of the ship that are roomier. And this one obviously isn't. It's a warship, so it's not roomy. I got to build a little stairwell. I was so excited. I get to build a stairwell? Yay! Anyways, this right here, we're pretty happy with how this came out. This one corridor is probably our one of the things of the ship I love most. Just the way it came through, and got little windows that look out and everything else, little extra rooms here and there. This of course is landing gear, workroom and work bay area. And this comes on down. There's a reason there's a ladder here. It goes up to the torpedo launcher. Little water tanks and stuff, and bulk water tanks and things like that. Little, the ship, you couldn't really put those square ones in, so we just decided to make them all part of the whole. More rooms up here. Again, this is all creative license through this section of the ship. And we gotta say, teamwork, it really pays off. Yeah, and it's pretty bright here too. Anyways, more H2O storage and stuff. Another little room there, another little area here. It's a warship, but it's a work of art in the same sense. I wouldn't want to be trapped on it for a century, but you could definitely be on it for short-term stuff. I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, there it is. There's the airlock. Yeah, that's the airlock. When you hit the button right there, that is, it opens up, and the way it's set up is yeah, I really lucked out with that. I didn't think I could pull it off. I'm going to try and implement that under the TOS as well. See if I can. And then we got the purple floor. I don't know why it's purple. I think it's a running gag. I don't know, but it's a gag. It's got to be a gag. Nobody would use purple for a floor. No way. Maybe like at a quarters, like a girl's quarters, but nope, not for hangar bay or hangar control. Anyways, got a little thing here that slides out and the shuttle takes off. That's a beautiful looking shuttle. Can we get inside of it? Yes, we can. Check it out. Got a little Jaffe shuttle. I think this is going to be like a transporter, and then, if they have to, little pop down beds. You know, we could live in this. No, 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 no. Could you imagine having to limp your way home through countless light years in one of those months on end? You'd kill yourself. You'd eat your own phaser at that point. Another one of my contributions, this little area here. A little confusion stair system here, but I like it. There were windows and stuff on the ship up through here, so we had to have an excuse to come up here. It's just, you know, in a little view observation area, little crew area. Again, this leads out to the nacelle and another catwalk. Another nice catwalk system here over the landing gear. You see these really nice nacelles. Man, those things look good. They really do. I gotta say that they really came together after all the headache they gave us. Anyways, we'll work our way over to the aft torpedo bay and see what kind of torpedoes are stuck in it. I did a little bit of revision work. I moved the torpedoes from all along the inside of there. Freed up a lot of space in there. There should not be torpedoes in that area. I mean, you need to be able to move around in here. You don't want to get cut in half. And I put the torpedoes up on a rail system up here. These are probably the wrong torpedoes. I forgot the coating we're using for the torpedoes, and I just stuck these here for now. But yeah, this, you know, it's got a whole bunch of them right here. And this is coolant and stuff, or process cooling, or whatever. Here's the power lead to it, and so on and so forth. And you know, another little Jeffries tube. It goes up here to I think a big empty room. That's another landing gear right over there. Nice thing is, if you want to, you can go around here into this area. RCS thruster, and this hasn't been mocked up yet, but it's on the to-do list. Another little ladder. So little Jeffrey tube ladders everywhere. Ship like this can never have enough Jeffries tubes. Let's go back down here, and I'll show you another little nifty thing about the Defiant that I think is pretty cool. Mad made up this right here. This little area right here. I love this. I think every ship should have one of these. It just looks so cool, you know. This reminds me of what a Jeffries tube really should look like, but we just don't have the space to put them on ships apart from the Galaxy and maybe the Enterprise E. And I love how this Jeffries tube system here is set up as well. This was one of those little additions that I discreetly put in the ship because I knew it should be there. And then Mads comes along and is like, oh, that's a really cool idea. And well, so we kept it. So it all depends on him. Anyways, here's our torpedo launcher again. Loads through small torp mag. Yeah, it could be some torpedoes here, but I wouldn't put anything through here at all. Nothing. There's no reason to have torpedoes that far up there. They're all fed from the back here. You get torpedoes coming from every direction. All you're going to do is end up confusing the system, and so on and so forth. I wouldn't even have these here. I would say no torpedoes at all from this point forward. At this level anyways, because it just doesn't do the system any good. There is a room up here, if I can even get up to it. There we go. You know, if you have to put torpedoes in here, I would put them in here, guys. You just knock out the wall right here, and if you can, there should be a room. Yeah, you can knock out the wall right here. I would put torpedoes in this room right here, guys. If you're gonna if you want more torpedoes, use the space right here for it, please. Okay. Anyways, I put ladders here so people know there are ladders. There should be a ladder here, but somebody keeps knocking it off. And you can see the ladder right here. So what it is, I put some glass right there so people know there's a ladder here. Not sure where that goes, but probably just goes somewhere. And again, we're back out to the catwalk and the nacelle. So a lot of cool stuff on this build. I was going to try and show you the med bay, but I can't remember how to get to it from here. Little circuit boards there. Let's see if we can find our way to the med bay by just going along these catwalks and walking. I liked how I did this. It's kind of cool how that came together. Okay, now we're walking through the landing gear. And we're into the main hall here, and then of course this is back into the nacelle and the weapons room. So we know if we go up, we should go all the way up, and there should be another lift. Yep, there it is. And this takes us up here, and we go out into this hallway right here. Walk along this corridor or access point, and No, darn it, we got to go one more deck. Well, you know what? There should be a Jeffries tube right over here. That should take us up to the medical deck. There it is. And we go up. And we go out. And science and musical labs. Hey, the ship actually has a turbo lift. Look at the ambience of this. Isn't it so beautiful? I love how dark it is, but it's not really dark. It's just, it's dark. And here's the medical bay, or sick bay. Little sick bay here. Pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see if we can find our way to the bridge now. I think it's just aft of us here. It's one deck above us. I know that, so we got to work our way back there. Large life support. Huh? I thought there was life support in here. Huh. One of the things I did is I helped set this up, transporter buffer and stuff. Maybe I got the rooms wrong. I don't know. I'm going back here to show you some of the other stuff we've done as well. This is that system that Impeller had. No. This is the system Impeller has designed for the phasers thing cannon, and it's all downstairs now. It's not as spacious because it's really wrapped around and tight and downstairs. So we had to use the space we had, but everything it's in this room is down there as well. Then I made this system, and I forget what it's called. It's not labeled, but I really like how it came out. I'm sure it's on the plans. I have to just label it. I forgot to label it. Oops. Pulse phaser cannon and NG Gen Bay. Whatever. Large life support bay. And we're back to this room here. Cool. Jeffries tube, which hasn't been filled out yet, leading to these really cool batteries that can't even think of his name now. One of our Colecan made. Cole, we call him Cole, but yeah, he made those. Then we're out into here again where these upper bay part here is. You see those. This leads down to the phaser. Excuse me, to the photon torpedo launcher, the aft one. And we're working our way back and deuterium tank storage. I think we missed the actual turbo lift. I think it's right up here. There she is. Let's see if we can get to engineering here. Take a look at any engineering. Look at that. Isn't this place just beautiful? Look at this. I mean, just the detail. Look at the ceiling. Look at how the warp core all works together. Man, this thing, when she's buttoned up, this is going to be... Look at this. Tell me that is not cool. When this is... But this is the kind of detail we want to see the ensigns coming up with. And this is like, Madsquirrel stuff here. Bomb stuff here, Panic's ideas. Mostly Madsquirrel. I just love the stuff he does. Guy should be. If there's an Academy Award for interior design, and hands down, I'd have to vote for Madsquirrel. Guy does beautiful work. I mean, the Ajax alone just still drops my jaw every time I look at it. That's another build we're gonna have to spend some time on here to help him get that done as well. Come back here, we go up one deck, and now we're on the bridge deck here. A nice little access areas through here. This is, I believe, access to the main computer core, which is behind those walls there. And here's the upper bay for the engineering deck. Beautiful long. We're going to walk up to the front and come back. Beautiful. Love this, how he has this set up as a Jeffries tube. I don't have the imagination to do stuff like this. Look at that. I use that other block, the coal block, or the whatever, the core iron block, whatever. But this I used to use this block a lot, and then I moved to the other block. And now I've been moving back to this block because this just looks so much better as a Jeffries tube floor. Of course, this is all like lighting and stuff. The way he lights it, this is really good use of glowstone. It's what it was meant for, and I'm glad he uses it like he does. But yeah, look at it on the corners. You got that block I made, and he has all this stuff in here. He has these blocks working through here on top. You get a sense that you're actually walking down in, a Jeffries tube on a ship, an access port way. Of course, that leads back down to deck 2. Got all this room in here. Is that a half slab? No, it can't. It's half slab ceiling. That's what that is. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. And then we got this little area in here. Some really cool machines. I put this lighting in so we could see what was going on in here. Anyways, and we're back to the front here, and now we're around to the bridge module, and here's the bridge. Very well done, huh? Check this out, guys. No holograms back here, but definitely got a nice little bridge going on here. You know, captain sits there and yells and barks orders, and everybody's like, okay. You know, let's go fly our ship into a star. Little officers' quarters, captain's quarters. You know, pretty cool little transport chief. Nice little transporter here. So yeah, this is really turning out to be a beautiful build. Again, we had a lot of issues with the initial deck setup and the oddness that comes from that. And but you know, I panic pushed me, and we overcame it. And Mad just took the ball and ran with it. I mean, when I say ran, I'm talking 90-yard touchdown shit here. He just took it and was gone. You know, I mean, just like a thief. Just everybody else is standing down there looking, hey, where's the ball at? And here's Mad running with it down the hall, or down the field. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. You hits the wall. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. We're on a run and then we hit the wall. And the wall is there. If you don't see the wall, know that it's there and you will hit it. So just be prepared to hit the build wall. Anyways, this is the boneyard that's underneath the Defiant. I don't think half of these components, or even a tenth of these components, are actually in the Defiant yet, or will ever be in the Defiant, but they're here, and we can mock them up for other ships. They're all labeled. We're going to make more of them for the Voyager, for the Nebula build, if we ever get around to it. Maybe even the E. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, to be honest with you, I really didn't think we'd be building out the Defiant and the Voyager at the same time. This is just, it just came together so rapidly. They were both started around the same time, and they're both about the same distance as far as completion goes. It was weird. It was just the timing of it, I got bored one day and I started coming down through here and I started cleaning up holes, masking them off with magenta and stuff like that. And I went over toured the Ajax and suggested to Mad that perhaps he should work on the Defiant because he has that skill. I mean, look at the beauty of this hull he did. This beautiful. And next thing I know, this ship is just, like I said, he took the ball and ran with it. And yeah, if he hasn't scored a touchdown, he's definitely within inches of doing it. And the nice thing is when you get a build like this, everybody wants to get in on it and help out. Bomb, M. Heller, of course. Panic's been out here doing stuff. Everyone gets involved, and hopefully, people like Lupaulus will come back and hang out and build with us again. Lupaulus has been on the server, and I was happy to give him his promotion today. He earned it. He helped me a ton on the Enterprise C, and I was going to promote him back then, but he school or real life, whatever, he dropped off, and I couldn't promote him. I wasn't going to promote him in absence. I wanted him to be on the server when he got promoted. And I guess he came on, he worked with Pan. Pan was like really happy, and I was like, yeah, I got to promote that guy. And he got his promotion, so. And a big thanks to Lupaulus again for his help on the Enterprise C and for all the other stuff. And he just muttered through all the mundane stuff, and it saved us a ton of time. Just thanks, Lupaulus. Anyway, I hope we get a lot more folks like that on here again. A lot of the old guys really would be nice to see them come back. See? That's how it looks. Isn't that sweet? I'm so proud of this door. I'm so proud of it. It's a modified C&B system with the little tweaks of my own added to it just so that, but it's pretty cool. I like how I did it. It took me a bit, but I got it working. Anyways, again, special thanks to the Bomb, Madsquirrel, Matt, M. Heller, Panic. These guys are phenomenal builders. A little annoying at times. We all kind of get on each other's nerves. We're all creative specialists, so you know we step on each other's toes from time to time. But yeah, that's what we do here. You know, we build stuff and we step on people's toes. And I didn't realize it again, but Radar Bro is on. I apologize. I know it's probably one of those annoying things that pops in every now and then, but I use it a lot, and I just forget to turn it off. I apologize. But yeah, this is where we started rebuilding these coils, and you know they morph from here. Here's the landing gear I mocked up. I would like to see the Defiant, you know, space in flight, and then another one where she's landed, so we can have the gangway down and stuff like that. That when I did the one that I built 2-3 years ago, I had two versions. I had the one landed, and then I had the one in flight. And this build is so far ahead of that first attempt that I can't even begin to fathom the amount of detail that's in this. It's like, geez, it's just a beautiful build. In fact, the Mjolnir, which is the one we're also working on, which is the Ipanic build, is going to have just as much detail, I think, as this one. Probably do a quick update on the Mjolnir here as well. I haven't had a chance to talk to Ipanic about it, but hopefully he'll pop on here and I can bend his ear and talk to him about other things. I like to round the topics off a little bit with some stuff. Sometimes I just make stuff up just to talk, just to see what what people will say and stuff. And it's pretty cool, some of the topics that come out of that. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Get a lot of laughs, a lot of giggles. I think thought around here somewhere for sure. We had the this is the warhead. Oh, this is pulled out so he could work on the thrusters, if I remember right. Yeah, he was working on the impulse engines. There they are. Look at those. Yeah, impulse engines. Very cool. Anyways, again, I appreciate you taking time to watch. This, of course, is the Mindtrack.net game server, and this is the Defiant build out, a build being worked on by Madsquirrel. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Have a great night.